Micromax are younger than Junior. He's like 12 years old, so then. Alright, guys, welcome back to the final race for the Rotex Micromax. I'm your commentator for today, Mok, and my friend here.
I'm Faisal. This is the final final race for Rotex Micromax. Drivers are getting into their cars. The crew are just making some final checks. You can see we are sponsored by Taichung Bank and Auto Inc. for this round, round 3 of the Asia Max Challenge 2019. This is we have a 20 card grid for the Micromax.
Yeah, so looking into previous pre-final race, we see a bit of a good action with Timo Fei. He was able to overtake Putra Hani, and as well as Kimi Ray. Kimi Ray started at 4th position and now up to 2nd position. And so it looks like there's gonna be a 10 laps in comparison to the 8-lap race. So Faisal, how do you think about?
I think Timofey, well, what he did in the pre-final was fantastic. He was holding station in 2nd place for 7 laps.
Yeah.
And on the final lap, he made his move to pass and gain the win for the pre-final. But as we know, what matters, the trophies and the points are scored in the final race, in the final heat. So Timofey has pole position, which means he has the inside line into turn 1. But interestingly enough, in the Sepang kart track, turn 1 is followed closely by turn 2, so it's a right into a left. And there's always sometimes some switchback, so it's important he gets a clean start and maybe pull away from Putra Hani.
Yeah, but it looks like in the starting grid right now, we're seeing kart number 48, Stefano. He was staying in the 5th position, and now he's actually starting at the last grid. So I don't know if there must be a possibility of like
there must have been some penalty incurred, so he's dropped down. So whatever it is, he's got a tough fight on his hands to gain a position.
Yeah, so we can see card number 17. That's Jacob Lauter. I mean, like, oh no, is that Alex Putra? Jacob Lauter.
Yeah, it's Alex Putra, 17.
Yes. Alex Putra, he's starting in 3rd position, followed by behind as Satvik. Satvik is in 6th. Yes.
So the grid girls are walking up and down the grid, holding the board. You can see it's 3 minutes to go until they are under starters orders. Crew drivers are all in the zone. They're all sitting in their carts. The visors slightly open, just letting some air. They're switching now to 1 minute to go. So 1 minute to go, we should be having the grid cleared, and they will be starting to go off. Yeah. You hear that? The siren being sounded.
Well, it looks like in comparison to the previous lap, Aldrin Jachang, he was in the 9th grid, and now he is back onto 7th. Malik Bintang started at 7th position, now he's back in 5th. And Rafael Kamal start at 12th position, and now he's in 8th position. So we're seeing a lot of like comebacks in this coming lap race. I think it's due to Stefano Padani. He's actually ended up having some sort of a penalty issue.
Yeah, it was
whatsoever. He had to start last.
back. So here they are now under the starters orders being waved. Green flag is waved. They're off. And here the transponder beacons flashing in the background. We should have all 20 cars making the rolling start. So they got 1 lap to. Okay, here's the grid.
So yeah, starting in 1st position, Timofey, and in 2nd, Putra Satvik Raju in 5th, and Aldrin Jia Chen in 6th. So you can see the car indicators on those numbers. Those are the racetrack cart numbers. Or it looks like there is some sort of technical issue in cart number 31. And can it be cart number 31?
Anyway, Rafael Kamal Sebastian. Row 4, row 5 is Malik Bintang and Radin. Row 7, Sofia Zara and Nirvan Sandina. Row 8, Katrina E and Jacob Brown, Jacob Lauter, who finished dead last on the same lap
So
in
you
the
see
pre-final, and
so
Ricky Ng.
sorry, Faisal. So just now, what you see just now, the cut, that's Jacob Brown right there. I think he has been pushed in. So he had probably some technical or some issues with his car. So, and that is
So Jacob Brown is pushed into the pit. He's probably trying to work. If he does get moving, he'll have to start from the pit lane.
yes.
Okay, they have just concluded their first warm-up lap, and they should be getting into position soon.
So the yellow.
Yeah, so Jacob Brown has rejoined the grid. He just left the pit lane. He will be starting right from the back. Okay, now they are gaining position. They are now formatting up. The marshals are waving the yellow flags all over the track, and the marshal with the board 2x2 standing there at turn 7.
Well, I mean, Jacob Brown, even he's starting at 16th position. So I guess him able to join the rest of the group.
You can see, there you go. He's just joined right at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Depending on, it's a relatively long race for them, 10 laps. So
Yeah.
he's got 10 laps to make up position.
Does the marshal trying to?
Yep, they're
remind
slowing
the
them
car
down
drivers?
2x2. So it's basically
I mean,
walking speed for them right now.
Rotex Micromax category. These are kart drivers. They are 11 years old, 12 years old, and these are young drivers.
Seven
But
to 11.
7 to 11 years old, and I mean, these are really talented drivers. The way how they see it, when young children, they are just like
Here we go. They are exiting turn 11. Still 2x2. We should have a clean start, hopefully, this time round. And it's an abort.
I think in the far left where you can see there is actually a indicator lamp, and it's still a red light.
Yep. So it's a bot.
And marshals are waving in a yellow flag, so it looks like they would have to restart the lap again. I don't know. I guess these kids are really because they can't be a bit too far in terms of
Yeah,
the
you've got to be
distance.
formation. When it's in formation, you're supposed to be 2x2. So if one person is a bit off or there's a big gap between the carts, the race control will say race abort.
Well, I mean, I guess that's fair. So, Faisal, why is it that most go-karts, is it a preference, or is there a way that they don't get a grid start? It has to have a grid start.
It's always been a rolling start cars. Historically, they were running what we call direct drive, no clutch. So there was no way to make a standing start in the car.
I see.
And they've continued that flow. So these karters, once they move on to racing cars, then they will be introduced to standing starts. But like most of the races we have here in Malaysia, even the car races are all rolling starts, so they should be familiar with it. The best thing about these karters is they are able to line up 2x2. It could be 10 cars, 20 cars, they're able to line up 2x2. Something they could teach some of the car race drivers in Malaysia. Okay, here they are exiting turn 10, approaching turn 11. We should have a better formation now leading up to the start of the final race.
Well, sun is shining right here and it's looking at 32 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
10 laps. That's more like more than 10 minutes for them out on the sun.
And
there
it's
is
green.
go, and green.
So it's a clean start this time round.
Let's see
Timofey
who
has
can we
taken
go.
the defensive line into turn 1. Does Timofey still hold the lead? He's dropped down, you see.
Yes.
So Putra Hani has gained the lead into turn 1.
That's kart driver number 8, kart driver Putra Hani.
Yeah,
able to
Timofey
overtake.
25 has dropped to second behind Putra Hani.
And is that Sadvi Raju on the third? I think
17. Putra Alex is in third place. But you can see the two guys in front have opened up a gap.
Yeah,
exiting the third
good.
corner.
That's good. Driving right there by Putra Hani. Timofey and kart number 25 is falling behind.
He's doing what he did in the pre-final. He's hounding
Yes.
Putra Hani. Leading up to the penultimate corner, turn 10. Here they are. Putra Hani is still leading Timofey. And there's a slight gap of, say, 5 kart lengths to the guys in third, fourth and fifth. There you go, Putra Hani across the start-finish line. And then kart 17, 55, side by side. Oh, well, some haggling there. And some arm waving between 70
Yeah, 55. That's 53. Yeah. So Kimi Ray, he's trying to get in entry for the enter from the inner line, and it looks like he has able to overtake those two. And it looks like there's a kart accident right there. And kart number 44.
44 has some damage onto his front pod.
Yeah, and who is that? There is Nirvan Chanda. He's a novice driver.
So here we have it, 55 and 33. So Kimi Ray, Malik Bintang has actually switched position. There was some arm waving between those three earlier.
Yeah, but I guess like it all depends. These drivers, they are taking in pressure. They need to find a way to wiggle these drivers out, you know.
Okay,
So we're looking at car number 8 and Putra Hani and
See how
Timofey.
how
Timofey
close
looks
Timofey.
like, yeah, Timofey's are very very close behind. I think he wants to get that position because
He's doing what he did earlier. He's just drafting, keeping it clean,
yes,
and pressuring. So he's letting Putra Hani do all the hard work, clearing the wind in front of him.
Yeah, but definitely Putra Hani and Timofey doing a good job putting in about a 1 second gap lead. Kimi Ray and Malik Bintang right behind. That means Malik Bintang starting in from 5th position and now he's up into 4th. When Kimi Ray as well from 4th position, now he's down in 3rd. So let's see if Putra Hani and Timofey, if they're gonna put pressure.
The big loser just now was Putra Alex. He's dropped down from 3rd to 5th.
I mean, it all depends. If Putra Hani and Timofey gonna put some pressure on each other,
Take a look on the screen. You can see the guys in 3rd, 4th, 5th. They're bunched up and they are really fighting. Whereas Timofey, he's just
coasting right
yeah,
behind.
he's just coasting. He's probably like drafting Putra Hani all the way. Look at
Most
that.
definitely, because like
His
if
line is turned. His line is
yeah,
turned.
if Putra Hani is gonna be a defensive line, they're gonna lose a bit of time.
Oh, and Timofey makes a move into turn 1.
Wow.
I guess he just discovered like Putra Hani is not going fast enough to Timofey.
Yeah.
Well, now we can see, will Timofey be able to break away from Putra Hani, because I think he just looked over his shoulder and noticed that Kimi Ray, Malik Bintang and Putra Alex were just actually closing up.
Yes, most definitely. If Timofey is gonna do a more aggressive driving and blocking Putra Hani, that will give an opportunity for Kimi Ray and Malik Bintang to gain up on them.
Yeah, there's a reason I said that, because Kimi Ray just clocked the 56.1, whereas Putra Hani and Timofey were doing 56.2.
Yeah, they're losing
Kimi Ray
here.
was actually gaining 10 seconds over 10 laps. That way. But look at that. Timofey hasn't been able to break away from Putra Hani. Now he's playing Timofey's game and drafting Timofey. And look who's behind.
Kimi Ray.
Kimi Ray from nearly 2 seconds behind is just a second behind them now. Sorry, less than a second. It's 0.9 now the gap.
Yeah, and Kimi Ray clocked in last lap at 56.08. So that's actually about 0.3, 0.1 second faster.
Yeah, he is faster than leading 2. So Kimi Ray is closing up on those two. And if they're not careful, it'll be a 3-way fight for the win.
Yes, definitely. That would be much more fun, isn't it? But we'll see. That's 6 laps to go, and it's more like 2 by 2, isn't it?
Well, except for Kimi Ray, who's got now Kimi Ray is dragging Malik Bintang together with him because they're chasing after Timofey, who's unable to pull away from Putra Hani. In fact, I don't know if they're holding each other up, but Kimi Ray doesn't seem to have much problem closing up to the two of them.
Yes. And that's car number 55, Kimi Ray
Look
right
at that.
behind.
It's still Timofey and Putra Hani, and their lap times are still in the 56.1, whereas Kimi Ray did 56.0. So the cart in 3rd position, cart 55, is going faster than the leading two.
Yes, definitely. But now we're looking at the lap times right here. And Aldrin Jia Cheng, he's actually doing a much more better time. He's pushing in 55.9.
Unfortunately, he's down in 8th position, so he's got a big ass if he wants to catch the leading drivers.
Well, definitely, because he was starting at 7th position in the starting, so now he's back in 8th. Let's see if he can get Jacob Lauter. He's actually doing a good comeback from 16th. From 17th position and now back into 7th position.
Just looking outside the commentary box now again, Putra Hani is drafting really close to Timofey, and our friend in the back place at 3rd place, Kimi Ray, he's just slowly closing up, and now the gap is down to 0.7. So every lap, Kimi Ray closes up to the leading duo by a 1/10 of a second.
That's great, and you can see that. I mean, I think Putra Hani is as well. He's not.
Timofey is feeling hot under the collar. He just looked over his shoulder, and Putra Hani is like an arm length behind him.
Yes, definitely. He can't play around. I know that if he's definitely gonna push his teammate Timofey to go a bit faster. But then again, it looks like they are all from these 3 drivers. They are from DRM racing team actually. So they are in the same team. But again,
they are no team orders. So anyway,
there looks like there's a slight contact right there. Cut number 3 and cut number what's that? Oh,
yeah.
is that Jekyll Alta?
Nevan Chandna, he's just lost his front bumper. So look see how close Putrahani and Timofey are.
Yeah.
On camera, you see them as one car, and the gap is now under 0.7 seconds. So Kimi Ray once again is lapping faster than them. He just got a 55.9. The leading duo was clocking a 56.0. So he's lapping faster, slowly but surely. Kimi Ray is getting closer to the leading duo.
Yes, definitely. Let's see if they can catch up. With 3 more laps to go, you know, anything can happen. You can just see he's just barely off the screen. Kimi Ray slowly gaining up. So can Timofey do a bit more better time?
I think what Kimi will be hoping is these two leading will be fighting for position, which will actually slow them somewhat and help Kimi close the gap. Malik Bintang looks like he's got 4th place all to himself, because he's leading S Raju by what, 4 seconds, 3 seconds now. Look at how close Putrahani is.
Yeah, but
on screen you see them as one.
Yes. But I think it was quite unfortunate for Putra Alex actually, because he was starting at 3rd position. Now he's fall back into 10. I think it was due for the accident earlier just now.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so Sadi Raju and Aldrin.
So car 17, Putra Alex was the one who had a collision and has dropped down to 10th place. Quite far. Oh, look at that. Timofey took a very defensive line to turn 4, turn 3. And Putrahani, and look how close Kimi Ray is. Basically, there's actually now a group of 3 fighting for the lead.
And can Putrahani, he's nudging, he's trying to say like go faster, because right now, can you see the track right now?
Yeah,
there he goes, Kimi Ray right behind, he's trying to catch up. There's just 2 more laps.
This is a 3-way fight for the win.
There's 2 laps to go. And I think Timofey can't ignore the pressure right behind. Putrahani is trying to get away.
And Putrahani has made a move past Timofey. He said enough, so he said, like I said, Timofey, no, but Timofey takes him back into turn 11.
Yes.
Again, what I said, when these two start fighting, Kimi Ray the one who gains. And
Yeah,
Kimi Ray is now up
he's
there.
just right behind. Now it's a 3. Can you see into turn 1?
Someone's
And then
gonna,
it looks like, Putrahani
that was a close
overtake Timofey. He's like saying, okay, done this, I'm out. And now Kimi Ray, he's trying to come in. See, can he overtake Timofey?
Basically, Timofey is now.
There was
some
contact there. But there's no speed that Timofey was able to overtake Putrahani.
That was a big nudge. Timofey and
It must have
Putrahani.
shocked him a bit, but Kimi Ray is right
Kimi Ray
behind.
is the big gainer.
Yes.
Kimi Ray is the big gainer. He's got the speed.
And
yes.
that's a spin.
What I
That's
say.
a spin, and there
And
you
who
go.
takes the lead?
Kimi
Kimi
Ray
Ray takes the lead.
overtaken, and that was
On the last
unfortunate. That's a collision right
and
there.
someone went up to them when they were there.
Yeah, but that was safe. I mean, I hope. But that was so unfortunate on the last lap. Timofey and Putrahani had a contact right there.
And Kimi Ray, who was just holding up 3rd place, takes the checkered flag on the last lap action. So the 2 race leaders took themselves out, 3 corners away from the
And
end.
that's the checkered flag. So let's go. Who's got in 2nd place? Card
And
number
Malik
33.
Bintang is in
Malik
3rd place.
Bintang, he was happy. He
And
was at
Karthik
4th
Raju in
position.
3rd.
And he just climbed out 2nd, just right there.
So let's see that again.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, luckily, there's still cards. They can't be, but that was a good run, definitely for sure. Two podium finish drivers, very, very happy, congratulating each other. So we're seeing Satwik Raju as well. He was right behind and he's gaining back into 3rd position. Stefano Padani, he actually started at last and now he finished at 4th.
Yeah,
So that's a fantastic gain
Stefano
right
Padani,
there.
card number 48, started dead last in 20th and finished 4th. Well, again, these 2 guys were just playing around in front and they just took each other out. But amazingly, there was a 3rd card involved. When the 2 racers took themselves out, I guess he was unsighted and hit them, but we didn't able to see who it was.
Yes. Can't recall what the card number is. But that was an exciting race.
That's a happy daddy there.
That's a happy right there.
Well, technically, Kimi Ray was in for a shot for a win, and thanks to those 2 others taking themselves out, he's won it. Well done, Kimi Ray Fintan Shah from
so there you
Indonesia.
go. That's the results for the final race for the Micromax category. We got the Kimi Ray able to pull off on the final lap. I think got in 1st position. 2nd, Malik Bintang. 3rd, Satwik Raju. Stefano Padani in 4th.
I'm most impressed by Stefano Padani starting dead last.
Yeah, and Sebastian Kaupang in 5th. Rafael Kama in 6th. Putra Alex in 7th. And Hendra Adi Putra in 8th. And Luke Idris in 9th.
What this means is there's no Malaysian winners in the top 6.
Wow.
Because they took themselves out earlier.
Jaden Leon Young, that's a novice driver in 10th as well. So
Jaden's a novice winner.
Yeah, so in 11, Raiden
Raiden is
a
also
novice.
2nd. From Sri
12,
Lanka.
Sophia Zara. Ricky Ng Katung in 13.
So that was
Katrina
1, 2,
E.
3, 4 novice.
Yes. 14, and then in 15, Jacob Brown, Putra Hani in 16, and Timofey in my club. So does that mean Aldrin Jacek, he was the one that cut number 30, or was it? Or Jacob Lauter in cut number 3? Because I mean, that was unfortunate. They had one of the cut just climb up over.
Yeah.
But luckily, Putra Hani did not suffer any.
And Jacob Brown, who
serious
started from the
injury.
pit lane, ended up finishing 15.
Yes.
So there you go. Cut number. I see a cut number 8. I see cut number
number
25. And the last one is hidden.
That was the one that climbed over.
So there's 3 unhappy carters there sitting down,
yes.
commiserating with each other.
Well,